"We gave the scholarship to your brother. He has a future," Dad said. I took a night job and finished college anyway. When I walked across the stage, I saw them in the crowd, clapping for him. The air in the dining room was thick with the scent of roasted chicken and unspoken resentments. It was my mother's peace offering meal, the kind she made when my father was about to lower a boom. For years, I had learned to read the menu of our family's moods. Pot roast meant simmering anger. Tacos meant forced festivity. Roasted chicken with its crispy skin and rosemary sprigs meant a verdict was about to be handed down, and my mother was trying to soften the blow with comfort food. My brother Mark sat across from me, his face a mask of smug indifference. He knew. Of course he knew. He was always on the inside of the decisions, a junior partner in the family firm of my father's will, while I was perpetually an intern, fetching coffee and hoping for a crumb of approval. My father cleared his throat, the sound scraping against the silence like a key in a rusty lock. He placed his knife and fork down with a deliberate clatter, a judge calling his court to order. "Elena," he began, and the single word hung in the air, heavy and final. He didn't look at me, but at a point just over my left shoulder, as if addressing a ghost who had taken my seat. "We've had a family discussion about the scholarship fund." He was referring to the money my grandparents had left, a modest trust meant to be split for our college educations. I had worked tirelessly for it, not just in high school, but my whole life. My grades were pristine, my extracurriculars impeccable. I had been accepted into the state university's competitive engineering program. The scholarship was my ticket, the key to a door I had been building for myself since I was a little girl who preferred taking apart radios to playing with dolls. I felt my stomach clench. I had already filled out the FAFSA, the university applications, the housing forms. I had pictured my dorm room, the textbooks I would buy, the late-night study sessions in the library. It was all so close, a tangible future I could almost taste. But my father's tone was the sound of that future being erased. "Your mother and I," he continued, a lie right off the bat because my mother had no say in these matters, "have decided the best use of the funds is to consolidate them." He finally met my eyes, and his were flat, devoid of the warmth a father should have. They were the eyes of a banker foreclosing on a home. "We gave the scholarship to your brother. He has a future." The words didn't just land, they detonated. A silent, concussive blast that sucked all the air from my lungs and left a ringing in my ears. He has a future. The implication was so brutal, so absolute in its cruelty, that for a moment I couldn't process it, as if my future was a frivolous hobby, a passing fancy that could be discarded. Mark, my brother, the golden boy who skated through high school on a cloud of charm and C+s, was going to a private liberal arts college to find himself. His future was a worthy investment. Mine apparently was a bad stock to be dumped. He didn't even flinch. He just picked up a dinner roll and began to butter it, his movements slow and deliberate, a silent confirmation of his victory. I looked at my mother. Her face was a portrait of practiced denial. She fussed with her napkin, her eyes darting everywhere but at me. She was a collaborator in my erasure, a silent partner in the theft of my dreams. Her silence was louder than my father's decree. It was the sound of acquiescence, of a battle lost long ago. She would not defend me. She would not speak for me. She would just serve the chicken and hope the whole unpleasant business would be over soon. In that moment, full story on channel link below.